Sitcoms have a reputation for making their stars incredibly wealthy. As these shows become more popular, the stars can negotiate higher and higher salaries. Since fans are curious about what their favorite comedy stars earn, the media closely follows these salary increases. A notable example was when the Friends cast famously negotiated equal pay of $1 million per episode for the final 2 seasons of the series, which made headlines. However, the earnings during a show's original run are just the beginning. Stars can continue to earn millions annually through syndication after the show ends. In this video, we explore how some of the biggest stars from classic TV sitcoms earn substantial royalties from reruns each year. The numbers are pretty staggering. Jon Cryer, 2.5 Men. 2.5 Men, a powerhouse sitcom that spanned an impressive 12 seasons, prominently featured the trio of Jon Cryer, Charlie Sheen, and Angus T. Jones for much of its successful run. As the show surged in popularity, the stars capitalized on its success by renegotiating their salaries to include substantial increases. During its peak, Jon Cryer's earnings per episode fluctuated, reaching a staggering high of $620,000. This hefty paycheck reflected the show's immense viewership and cultural impact. When Charlie Sheen eventually departed the series, Ashton Kutcher stepped in as his replacement, ensuring the show's continuity and further success. After a successful 12-season run, 2.5 Men concluded its broadcast, but the financial rewards for its stars continued to roll in through syndication. Even years after the show ended, Jon Cryer and his co-stars continued to receive significant royalties from reruns. It's estimated that Cryer alone earns up to $20 million from syndication royalties, a testament to the enduring popularity of the show and the lucrative nature of television syndication deals. Charlie Sheen, 2.5 Men. Jon Cryer, Charlie Sheen's co-star for much of the 2.5 Men series, followed a slightly different path to his rerun earnings, but Sheen also ended up with a substantial windfall. Many will recall Sheen's very public breakdown in 2011, marked by issues with alcohol and drug abuse and controversial statements directed at the show's producers and others. As a consequence, Sheen was terminated from 2.5 Men. Despite the tumultuous situation, Sheen remained entitled to royalties from the show's syndication. However, rather than waiting for periodic payments, he opted to sell his rights to these future royalties. This decision proved lucrative, as he received a staggering $27 million for the sale. This transaction represented another significant payday for Sheen, considering it was for work he had already completed, despite the controversy surrounding his departure from the show. The Friends cast. The Friends cast's journey from modest beginnings to astronomical salaries is a fascinating tale of television success. When the beloved sitcom first aired, each member of the ensemble, Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, Matthew Perry, and David Schwimmer, started earning a humble $2,500 per episode. As the show gained traction and the actors' popularity soared, their salaries saw steady increases through renegotiations. By the time Friends reached its peak as a cultural phenomenon, the cast had become indispensable to NBC. Recognizing their pivotal roles in the show's immense success, the network faced demands from the cast for a groundbreaking $1 million per episode each for the final 2 seasons, seasons 9 and 10. NBC acquiesced to these demands, making each actor a millionaire for every episode they filmed during those seasons. However, the financial windfall for the Friends cast didn't stop there. Even after the show concluded, the real financial bonanza came from syndication. Friends remains incredibly popular worldwide, continuously airing on various networks and streaming platforms over the last 2 decades. As a result, each member of the cast reportedly earns a staggering $20 million annually from reruns alone. This enduring popularity and a ubiquitous presence on television screens globally have solidified Friends as not just a beloved classic, but also a perpetual source of income for its stars, The Simpsons cast. The Simpsons, now in its remarkable 35th season as of 2024, stands as one of television's most enduring and iconic shows. Throughout its extensive run, the cast of voice actors behind the beloved characters has seen their earnings skyrocket as the show's popularity soared and remained steadfast. Initially, the main cast members were earning a respectable $30,000 per episode, a substantial sum considering the relatively short time commitment for voice recording sessions each week. Over the years, their salaries experienced significant bumps, first to $50,000 per episode, then to $100,000 during the 13th and 14th seasons. Season 15 saw another increase to $125,000 per episode, followed by adjustments ranging from $250,000 to $360,000 per episode. However, Fox decided to reduce the number of episodes per season, which tempered some of these salary increases. Despite negotiations reaching peaks such as demands for $500,000 per episode, ultimately settled at $440,000, ongoing discussions about salary sustainability arose. Concerns were raised that the cast's salary demands could jeopardize the show's continuation. Consequently, an agreement was reached for a slight reduction back to $300,000 per episode, balancing the need for sustainability with the cast's compensation expectations. Beyond their impressive salaries, The Simpsons voice actors secured a lucrative $10 million payout for reruns, ensuring their financial success extends well beyond their time in the recording booth. Their collective earnings over the years have placed them among the wealthiest in Hollywood, a testament to both the enduring popularity of the show and the integral roles they play in its success. Tim Allen, Home Improvement. Tim Allen's journey to fame and fortune began amidst significant personal challenges. Before landing the role of Tim Taylor in Home Improvement, Allen had experienced a tumultuous period, including a stint in jail for selling cocaine. However, once he secured the part in the sitcom, his life took a dramatic turn for the better. Home Improvement wasn't just another job for Allen. It was a show that drew inspiration from his own stand-up comedy, making him the natural choice for the lead role. Alongside a talented cast, including Patricia Richardson and Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Allen helped propel the series to massive success over its 8-season run. The show consistently boasted high ratings, allowing Allen and his co-stars to negotiate substantial salaries commensurate with its popularity. As the series progressed, Allen's earnings reportedly reached an impressive $1.25 million per episode towards the end of its run, reflecting both his pivotal role and the show's enduring appeal. Beyond his salary, Allen also reaped substantial rewards from Home Improvement's syndication. It's estimated that he has earned around $18 million in rerun royalties alone, a testament to the show's enduring popularity and widespread syndication across television networks. Moreover, Allen's success extended beyond Home Improvement. His voice role as Buzz Lightyear in the Toy Story franchise and his later sitcom Last Man Standing contributed significantly to his financial well-being. With these projects, Allen not only solidified his status as a household name, but also accumulated wealth that ensured he would never again face the financial struggles of his earlier years. The Big Bang Theory cast. The real payday came with The Big Bang Theory, which debuted in 2007. At the start, leads Johnny Galecki, Jim Parsons, and Kaylee Cuoco earned a respectable $60,000 per episode. As the show's popularity soared, so did their salaries, eventually reaching an unprecedented $1 million per episode by the beginning of Season 8. This figure remained unchanged for 3 seasons, until they voluntarily took a $100,000 pay cut to ensure parity with co-stars Mayim Bialik and Melissa Rauch. Beyond their regular earnings, the cast of The Big Bang Theory struck gold when the series entered syndication in 2011. Each of the 3 leads negotiated a 1% share of the show's total earnings for Warner Brothers, which translates to an estimated $1 billion annually. This savvy move has added an extra $10 million to Galecki, Parsons, and Cuoco's yearly incomes from reruns alone. Given their substantial earnings from The Big Bang Theory, Jim Parsons, Kaylee Cuoco, and Johnny Galecki are in a position where they could comfortably opt for early retirement if they chose to do so. Since the conclusion of the series in 2019, Galecki has maintained a relatively low profile, while Parsons has remained closely connected to the show's universe as the narrator and executive producer of its spin-off, Young Sheldon. Cuoco, on the other hand, has remained actively engaged in the industry, starring in and executive producing several projects, including Harley Quinn, The Flight Attendant, and Based on a True Story. The substantial paychecks received by the cast of The Big Bang Theory were not merely a result of their on-screen talents, but also of their astute negotiating skills. The cast members, including Cuoco, Galecki, and Parsons, advocated for equal pay, ensuring there was no disparity between their earnings. Cuoco highlighted this equitable treatment in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter in 2020, noting that there was never a question that she would earn less than her male co-stars. Bob Denver, Gilligan's Island. Bob Denver, best known for his role in Gilligan's Island, may not be the first celebrity that comes to mind when discussing hefty royalty earnings, but his impact on the show's enduring popularity has been nothing short of remarkable. Despite Gilligan's Island not achieving immense success during its original airing, which spanned just 3 seasons ending in 1967, its fortunes dramatically shifted once it entered syndication. In syndication, Gilligan's Island found a new lease on life, captivating audiences and solidifying its status as a cultural phenomenon in American pop culture. This resurgence in popularity translated directly into substantial financial returns, primarily through royalties for the cast. While Bob Denver wasn't earning substantial sums during the show's initial broadcast, the ongoing popularity in syndication turned out to be a financial windfall. Until his passing in 2005, Bob Denver reportedly amassed an impressive $100 million in royalties over the 50 years following the show's original run. Even after his death, his estate continues to benefit from these royalties, ensuring a steady income stream from Bob's work dating back to the 1960s. Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David. Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David's journey with Seinfeld is a testament to the unpredictability and enduring legacy of television success. Their initial idea for the show, based largely on Jerry's stand-up routines, faced a rocky start with low ratings in its first season on NBC. The network nearly canceled it, but thankfully, executives decided to give it another chance. This decision proved to be pivotal as Seinfeld quickly became one of the most beloved and iconic sitcoms in television history. Jerry Seinfeld, transitioning from stand-up comedy to television, initially earned around $20,000 per episode, a significant increase from his nightclub performances. As the show gained traction and popularity, Jerry's ability to renegotiate his salary saw substantial increases. He climbed from $100,000 to $300,000 and eventually to an unprecedented $1 million per episode during the final season. His success with Seinfeld not only cemented his status as a comedy icon, but also set new benchmarks for television actor salaries. While Jerry's earnings per episode are well documented, less is known about Larry David's initial compensation. However, Larry's financial windfall came through syndication deals. In 1998, the syndication rights for Seinfeld were sold for a staggering $250 million, a deal that significantly boosted Larry David's financial portfolio. Subsequent syndication deals with platforms like Hulu and Netflix added another $155 million to Larry's wealth, underscoring the enduring popularity and financial value of the show. Beyond syndication, both Jerry and Larry continue to reap substantial royalties from Seinfeld reruns. Reports suggest that each earns an astounding $110 million annually from reruns alone. This ongoing income stream reflects the enduring popularity of Seinfeld and its continued cultural relevance, ensuring that Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David remain among the wealthiest figures in entertainment. Alan Alda, Masch. When the 1970s television adaptation of Robert Altman's movie Masch aired its final episode, it became a nationwide phenomenon. Set in an army hospital during the Korean War, the show pioneered a satirical approach to war that was groundbreaking for its time. Equally revolutionary were the residual checks received annually by stars like Alan Alda and the rest of the cast, a staggering $1 million each. These unprecedented sums for reruns were unheard of during the era when television was still emerging and many households had black and white TVs. Drake, Degrassi. Getting actors to discuss their finances can often be challenging, especially if there's any hint of financial difficulty. However, social media has played a crucial role in encouraging many celebrities to share more about their personal lives than ever before. Case in point, social media gave us a rare peek into the world of rerun checks for a former cast member of the 90s hit show Degrassi. In 2017, Drake, now a global music sensation who began his career as an actor on the series, posted a snapshot on Instagram proudly displaying his $8.25 residual check. The Brady Bunch cast. It's astonishing to think that despite its enduring popularity and cultural impact, The Brady Bunch aired for just 5 seasons, wrapping up its final season in March 1974. Even more surprising is the financial situation of its stars, like Maureen McCormick and the rest of the leading cast members. Unlike many other classic TV shows whose stars continue to reap financial rewards through rerun royalties, the Brady Bunch actors make no money annually from such residuals. This unexpected twist is due to a contractual arrangement where their earnings are contingent solely on the use of actual clips from the show in other productions. This means that while the show remains a beloved part of American television history, its stars do not benefit financially from its ongoing popularity and frequent references in pop culture. The Honeymooners cast. The Honeymooners, a 1950s sitcom celebrated for its genuine portrayal of blue-collar American life, has left an indelible mark on television history despite its brief run of a single 39-episode season. Back then, the cast members were compensated relatively well, earning around $70,000 per episode, a substantial sum for the time. However, what's surprising is that despite its enduring popularity and cultural impact, most of the show's stars, including Jackie Gleason and Art Carney, do not receive residuals from reruns. This means that unlike many of their peers from other classic TV shows, they do not earn any ongoing income from the continued syndication of The Honeymooners. It's an ironic twist for a series that portrayed middle-class life so authentically. Rumors suggest that Audrey Meadows, who played Alice Cramden, might have negotiated a different contract that allowed her to receive residuals, unlike her co-stars. This discrepancy highlights the complexities and often unfair practices in the entertainment industry during that era. David Caruso, CSI Miami. CSI Miami, a spin-off of CBS's hugely successful police procedural CSI, garnered even more fervent fandom than its predecessor. Led by David Caruso, known for his iconic one-liners as the head of a team of crime scene investigators, this hour-long drama has enjoyed enduring popularity. Despite its consistent availability in reruns, you might expect Caruso and his team to be earning millions annually from residuals alone. Surprisingly, that's not the case. Reports indicate that Caruso only receives approximately $100,000 each year for his role on the show. Compared to the earnings of other stars in similar positions, it seems clear that there may have been room for better negotiation when the contract was initially signed. The Law and Order cast. Law and Order. Special Victims Unit has outlasted its predecessor by a significant margin, spanning more than 20 seasons to date. Despite this, Law and Order continues to air reruns regularly, attracting viewers who still prefer the original series over SVU. Thanks to its enduring popularity and syndication, actors like Jerry Orbach and Sam Waterston continue to receive residual checks. Although the exact amounts aren't publicly disclosed, cast members have disclosed that they earn approximately 6% of their original salaries from reruns. For instance, if a star earned $150,000 per episode over the course of all 20 seasons, they could potentially receive around $200,000 annually in royalties. The Family Guy cast. With the multitude of cartoons Seth MacFarlane has in production and the substantial earnings some TV stars rake in from reruns, one might naturally assume that MacFarlane himself earns millions in royalties for his creative ventures. Surprisingly, despite Family Guy's status as the second longest-running cartoon in history, hefty residuals for the actors are not prominently featured in their compensation packages. For instance, from Family Guy alone, Seth MacFarlane and other key figures earn approximately $250,000 annually in residuals. Considering the show's estimated total worth of $2 billion, it appears that the network retains the lion's share of the earnings generated by the series. David Hasselhoff, Baywatch. While it's tempting to believe that the iconic imagery and the cliched running in slow motion on the beach scenes have outlasted the series itself, the infamous TV show Baywatch continues to generate substantial rerun revenue nearly 2 decades after its original airing. Despite its nostalgic feel reminiscent of the 70s, Baywatch was actually a quintessential 90s phenomenon that continues to resonate with audiences. According to various reports, lead actor David Hasselhoff, who has found enduring fame as a meme sensation, still earns approximately $4 million annually from residuals of the show. However, the exact earnings of Pamela Anderson, another iconic figure from Baywatch, remain undisclosed. Ted Danson, Cheers. Decades before the era of peak TV emerged, the 1980s proved to be a golden age for iconic sitcoms that have stood the test of time. Among these, NBC's Cheers remains a standout, cherished by millions of fans who continue to sing its praises and stream its episodes decades later. At the heart of Cheers was Ted Danson, who portrayed the charismatic bartender Sam Malone. Despite the show concluding its run, Danson's career continued to flourish with roles in acclaimed series like The Good Place. However, it's the enduring popularity of Cheers that continues to enrich Danson's bank account, with reports indicating he earns a staggering $5 million annually from residuals alone. This financial windfall is a testament not only to Danson's talent, but also to the enduring appeal of Cheers, which continues to resonate with audiences old and new. Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball, I Love Lucy. On air for only 6 seasons, I Love Lucy left an indelible mark that far surpassed its relatively short run. The show not only captivated American audiences, but also set a precedent for the popularity and cultural impact that TV shows could achieve. Desi Arnaz, who played Lucille Ball's on-screen husband and was her real-life spouse at the time, contributed significantly to the show's success both on and off-screen. Despite their eventual divorce in 1960, their partnership endured in the realm of residuals. The couple negotiated a unique arrangement to evenly split their earnings from reruns and syndication. For decades after its original airing, I Love Lucy continued to generate substantial income through syndication. Reports suggest that until the rights were sold in 2018, both Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball earned a remarkable $7.5 million annually each from residuals alone. This steady stream of income not only underscored the enduring popularity of the show, but also highlighted the foresight and business acumen of its stars in securing their financial futures through innovative contractual agreements. Jaleel White, Family Matters. Surprisingly, the trajectory of a television show's success isn't always predictable from its initial reception. Some series that faced criticism or were dismissed early on have managed to amass a devoted audience over time, translating into substantial earnings for their stars. This phenomenon is exemplified by shows like Family Matters. Initially a spin-off of the series Perfect Strangers, Family Matters gained traction with its quirky characters and memorable catchphrases, notably the beloved Steve Urkel, portrayed by Jaleel White. Despite initial perceptions, the show found its stride and became a cultural phenomenon, garnering a loyal fan base that continues to enjoy its reruns to this day. For Jaleel White, his portrayal of the iconic Steve Urkel not only brought him fame, but also a significant financial windfall. Today, White boasts a net worth estimated around $10 million, largely attributed to the residual payments he receives annually from Family Matters reruns. Ed O'Neill, married with children. Ed O'Neill's career spans iconic roles that have left a lasting impact on television history. While he's now widely recognized for his role as Jay Pritchett on Modern Family, younger audiences might not immediately associate him with his breakthrough role as Al Bundy in Married with Children, which aired from the late 1980s through the 1990s. Despite any assumptions, Married with Children was undeniably a smash hit. During its run, Married with Children gained a massive following and cemented O'Neill's reputation as a comedic force. His portrayal of the lovably disgruntled Al Bundy resonated with audiences and contributed to the show's enduring popularity. Even decades after its conclusion, Married with Children continues to generate substantial royalties, with Ed O'Neill reportedly earning an impressive $10 million annually from reruns alone. While O'Neill's financial windfall from Married with Children is well documented, details about the earnings of his co-stars from the show are less prominent. However, it's clear that O'Neill's role as Al Bundy has secured his financial future, ensuring he remains a prominent figure in the entertainment industry. His success with both Married with Children and Modern Family underscores his versatility and enduring appeal as a television star. Frankie Muniz, Malcolm in the Middle. Apart from Bryan Cranston, who found fame in Breaking Bad, it's rare to spot any former cast members of Fox's once popular sitcom Malcolm in the Middle appearing in recent projects. However, this isn't a negative indicator for the show's stars. Malcolm in the Middle enjoyed such immense popularity that its main cast members don't necessarily need to pursue acting roles anymore. They can comfortably choose retirement if they prefer. One such example is Frankie Muniz, who decided to step away from acting at just 19 years old. With a current net worth exceeding $40 million, it's evident that earnings from Malcolm in the Middle reruns alone provide substantial income, allowing Muniz to enjoy a relaxed and fulfilling lifestyle. SpongeBob SquarePants. Interestingly, details about the earnings of each voice actor behind Nickelodeon's beloved cartoon SpongeBob SquarePants are surprisingly hard to come by. However, what is abundantly clear is the staggering amount of revenue generated by the character himself. Having been on the air for over 2 decades, SpongeBob SquarePants has cemented its place as an iconic figure on Nickelodeon. This has translated into the character generating more than $8 billion annually in licensing and viewing rights for both Nickelodeon and its parent company, Paramount. Just imagine the sheer volume of Krabby Patties and jellyfish nets that kind of income could purchase. Now it's time to hear from you. Were any of these figures surprising to you? Whether it's the jaw-dropping earnings of sitcom stars like Jerry Seinfeld, or the enduring financial success of beloved cartoons like SpongeBob SquarePants, the world of television royalties continues to fascinate. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on which TV stars' earnings impressed you the most. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing insights into how much money TV stars really earn from reruns. See you next time.